Mommy. Part 4. David shuffled forward, eyes glazed, feet dragging like anchors through wet cement. The laughter of the girl still echoed in his skull, but it was muffled, now drowned out by the low hum of confusion and the gnawing absence of Bud Light. His hands trembled not from fear, but from withdrawal. No beer, no ritual, no mommy to scream into the void. Just this endless gray walk through a city that didn't know him and didn't care to. He passed boarded up laundromats, checked cashing joints with bulletproof glass, and flickering bus stop ads for dentists who promised pain-free smiles. None of it registered. He just walked left when he should have turned right, crossed streets he didn't recognize, muttering to himself in half-formed sentences. It wasn't until a woman on a porch called out, "Hey, mister, you lost or something?" That he stopped. He blinked at her. "Army Street," he croaked. "Ha, I'm going home." She frowned, squinting. "Honey, you're on Gratiot. Army Street's 5 miles west. You walking the wrong way. 5 miles." The words hit him like a shove. His knees buckled slightly. Tear shot, sudden, humiliating spilled down his cheeks. He wiped them with the sleeve already stiff with dried vomit. I can't, he whispered. "I need a Bud Light. Just one. I can't talk without it. Can't ask nobody nothing." The woman shook her head and went back inside. Alone again, David turned slowly, like a rusted weather vane, and began walking west. But Detroit doesn't let lost men wander in peace. Near an underpass strung with tattered tarps and shopping carts, a group of men huddled around a dented oil drum fire. They spotted him immediately. To them, he wasn't David Toth, tenant, drunk, sufferer of OCD. He was fresh meat. A new stray, one of them whether he wanted to be or not. Look what the alley coughed up. One rasped, teeth yellowed like old piano keys. They circled him before he could react. "New guy gotta earn his spot," another said, cracking his knuckles. "No," David mumbled, backing up. "I ain't. Too late," the first one grinned. "You sleeping outside tonight whether you like it or not. So you either bark like a dog or squeal like a pig. Your choice." David shook his head violently. "No, please." But they were already on him, grabbing his arms, forcing him to his knees. Someone shoved his face toward the dirt. "Bark," they chanted. He refused. A boot nudged his ribs. Squealed then. Tears streamed again. Humiliation burned hotter than shame. And then broken, desperate, he did it. A weak, trembling bark. Then a high-pitched squeal that sounded more like a wounded rabbit than a pig. They roared with laughter. "Welcome to the family, Fido." He was made to crawl, to eat a half-squashed donut off the pavement, to call one of them daddy. Each command chipped away another sliver of whatever dignity he had left. Then sirens, blue and red lights sliced through the dusk. The homeless men scattered like roaches, vanishing into alleys and behind dumpsters. David stayed on his knees, trembling, dirt in his mouth, eyes wide. An officer approached, flashlight beam cutting through the smoke from the oil drum. "You all right, buddy?" David tried to speak. Couldn't. Just shook his head. The cop sighed. "You're trespassing. And you smell like a brewery in a sewer had a baby. Mon, we're taking you in." "No," David gasped. "Please. I gotta get home." But the officer was already radioing for backup. Now, David had a whole new problem. He wasn't just lost. He was about to disappear into the system, and no one on Army Street would even notice he was gone. To be continued.